Well, a nurse practitioner has filed a lawsuit against pharmacy giant CVS. She says that she was fired because of her pro-life views. A suit was filed in Northern Virginia. In it, the Catholic employee says that she was fired for refusing to provide abortion-inducing drugs. She says the pharmacy chain had granted her a religious exemption for years, but last year, the company changed its policy. CVS says it tries to accommodate religious beliefs, but adds, quote, sexual health services are an essential part of the job. We go now to the lawyer representing the Catholic pro-life employee, Kevin Theriot, with Alliance Defending Freedom. Kevin, thank you so much for joining us today. As we mentioned, your client says that CVS had granted her a religious exemption for years. Why did that policy change? And also, can you talk to us about the timing of your client's firing?
Sure, that policy changed because CVS created a problem where there was not one. Mrs. Casey had a spotless record. They accommodated her for 3.5 years, and they never had any issues at all. And so instead of going forward with that accommodation, they decided to violate her rights by firing her.
Yeah, and have you heard from CVS? Have they responded?
We have not heard from CVS. We're still in the early stages of of filing the lawsuit. Of course, the lawsuit essentially says that CVS and other major corporations can't fire someone who wants to work according to their beliefs.
Yeah, and what is, the timetable for this lawsuit? What comes next?
So the next step is that CVS will have to respond officially to the lawsuit. And it'll be interesting to see what they say, because Virginia law is pretty clear that major corporations like CVS can't fire someone who wants to work according to their beliefs. And that's especially true in this time when healthcare workers are at a shortage. We need all that we can get.
Yeah, and I'm curious, how's your client doing now? Paige Casey, I believe her name is, right? And how has this termination impacted her financially and personally?
It's really affected her. I mean, their family relied upon that. They have a young toddler, and they relied upon that income to make sure that he got his needs taken care of. And it's been very difficult to replace that income and find similar work.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. And Kevin, I'm wondering, before I let you go, are there any other religious freedom cases that you or ADF is following right now that might be of interest to our viewers?
Certainly. I mean, we have multiple cases across the country where people are being compelled to work or forced to violate their religious convictions in order to maintain their jobs. As a matter of fact, we just won a case in California on assisted suicide, where the state of California was requiring doctors to refer for physician-assisted suicide. And the court entered a preliminary injunction on that on Friday, recognizing that the First Amendment protects the rights of workers who don't want to be involved in something that violates their conscience.
Well, Kevin, thanks so much for taking the time to speak with us today about all this. We really appreciate it.
You're certainly welcome. We really appreciate you having us on.